Hello guys, F4H Racerz here, and today I have the first of my track guides. This time it will be around Watkins Glen. In this guide I'll be teaching you all the best lines and cars that will get you the best positions and times in your races. I'll be driving a B-Class stock BMW M3. It's one of the most powerful stock B-Class cars, but it has good enough handling for it to be able to navigate through the corners, which makes it a very quick car around this track. When picking your car that you want to use, find one that favours top speed, but ensure that it can handle the corners well enough for it not to be a struggle. Anyway, let's go for a hot lap and I'll talk you through what you see. Getting a good start to the lap around this track is very important, as the start-finish straight is long enough so that you need to be going as fast as possible, otherwise you'll lose a lot of time. Notice how close I get to the curb on the inside, enabling me to get on the power as early as possible. This gives me the exit you need for a good beginning to a lap. Now all you have to do is keep a cool head as you power up the pit straight. In a race, be aware as turn 1 is a key overtaking point. Coming up to turn 1 now, make sure you brake early for turn 1 and ensure that you get 2 wheels up onto the curb on the inside and carry enough speed through the corner so that you use the curb on the outside too. Be careful of sliding on the exit, as this will lose you a more than proportionate amount of time. You need to keep the car flat out through the next 2 corners so that you get the exit onto the next straight. If you need to lift, I'd look into tuning the car, or simply picking another, as usually a lift severely compromises your run up the hill. As you approach the chicane, you want to try and keep the car as tight and as straight as possible. Make sure you get 2 wheels on the entry curb and try to brake at going into the chicane itself. You can actually brake a lot later than most people think. Next, keep it tight as I said, because that will give you the exit into the next corner that you need. Then get out wide and try to late apex this long right hander. Get as close to the inside curb as you can. Whatever you do, don't touch it, as it will severely unsettle your car. Be patient on the throttle and wait for the car to find enough grip for you to floor the power down again. If you put the power down correctly, you'll automatically get the exit you need. For the next left, try to late apex it again for a good run out of the corner, also getting as close as you can to the inside curb. Get on the power as early as possible, and now you've got to prepare for the hardest corner on the track. Brake late and let the camber of the corner help the car to the next late apex. Do your best to keep a little bit of power going through the wheels at all times, as this makes the car a bit more stable through the corner. Once again, as soon as you feel the car is able to, full power. This corner will need to be practiced in order to get up to full speed for sure. The next right hander also requires early braking and for you to get as close to the inside curb as possible. Be careful, as cars often severely understeer through here, but you can make use of the outside curb if you need to. Travelling back up the hill, the next left requires a very important late apex too. This will give you the run to the final section you need and will stop the car understeering off into the tyres on the outside. The final 2 corners can lose or gain you a lot of time. You have to be very committed and trust yourself in order to get the fastest times. You have to also get as close as possible to the inside curb once again and get on the power as early as possible. For the second part, you need to try and turn in a bit later than you'd think, and that will enable you to get on the power even earlier than before, but still try to get as close to the inside curb as you can, and that will give you the exit you need, like I did there. Ultimately, however, though, you just want to practice those final 2 corners, as they can lose or gain you a huge amount of time, as I said earlier. Thanks a ton for watching, guys. That concludes my track guide. If you enjoyed, please leave a like rating, as that will tell me if you actually enjoyed it or not, and I'll know whether to continue. Also follow me on Twitter, that's where I'm active most of the time and where you can contact me. But other than that, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.